Review code provided by Antonis Pelikanos for ladiesgamers.com. The city of Stillhaven is facing a large crime wave, during which Megan and her cop boyfriend Ethan's adopted daughter is kidnapped. With the help of their friend Connor, they head out to find her. While I don't usually like to compare games too much, anyone with even a touch of experience can tell the heavy inspiration this game took from the Streets of Rage series, from the introduction and character designs to the super move. Something not always common in a 2D beat 'em up is having two regular attack buttons, one for punch and one for kick. This allows for easy combos. Walking into enemies grabs them and they can then be thrown. There's also a dash attack. A more powerful invincible attack can be used, but it takes health off. And you can dodge roll. Each character is equipped with a gun, but you'll need to find ammo hiding in destructible objects to use it. Every character has their own moves, and that includes how their gun works, like Connor, who fires 2 bullets at once. Over time, you'll build up a rage meter that, once activated, will give you double damage and allow you to block all attacks for a time, especially good in boss fights. The super meter will also build up and creates a screen clearing move that's very reminiscent of the first Streets of Rage. There's an inbuilt tutorial and practice mode if needed. Like many other games, there's pickups to increase score, health, or weapons that can be wielded like a sword or faster gun. Bombs may be thrown by enemies or come from elsewhere. Sadly, the foreground can obstruct your view of explosives, and at times that can be quite a lot. There is a little variety in stage hazards as you progress. Sometimes you'll need to jump over obstacles for a while, and other times you'll avoid motorcyclists that can be shot if you have the ammo. Only 2 of the bosses were particularly difficult as they have spin attacks. I think the game has enough in terms of different enemies, but it did feel like there was only one kind that actually blocked, and they were in since the start of the game. In amidst the usual levels are a car chase and a shoot 'em up section. I expected one after getting into the jet, but then we were on the next level with no explanation. This is because for some reason, if you're playing in co-op, the game will skip right past these sections, including the cutscenes involving them. I felt like they should have been left in and just stated only the first player has control. There are 7 stages, but they are divided into different segments which unfortunately have long loading screens between them. Going through the arcade mode will take you about 2 hours. Of course, games like these are all about the score you can rack up, which in co-op is shared, though continuing will start your score over again. It does seem that of the 3 difficulties you pick, there's no difference if you're going by yourself or playing with someone on the same system. Once arcade mode is beaten, you'll unlock a new character. Once you finish, you can start any stage segment you choose, but Jackson, the unlockable character, has different progress, meaning you'll need to go through them all with him to do the same. At least he's fun to play as. Survival mode lets you play in small arenas where you'll face an endless wave of enemies to defeat as many as you can in one life. Another unlock is challenge mode, where you try to complete different challenges in a stage segment, such as using no special and to keep health over 50%. In order to unlock the next challenge, you'll need to clear the current one with at least some of the objectives completed, as in you don't need to do them all at the same time necessarily. This game looks gorgeous. The backgrounds are 3D, and while it might not look it, the characters are sprites. It's just a really nice semi-realistic look. However, cutscenes are a motion comic format, and personally I just don't like the art style in those. The voice acting seems to be poor quality, with Megan in particular sounding pretty out of it, though it might be a mixing issue as she often sounded too quiet most of the time.
Get a lot rougher.
Shut. Let's start searching this junkie. Talk about it.
A lot of the cutscenes tried to be funny, but paired with the voice acting it wasn't that amusing. The music's pretty kickin' when you can hear it, and a couple of tracks stand out more than the rest to me. I had just a few instances of stuttering, yet the action wasn't any more intense than normal. We had one occurrence on a level where it nearly soft-locked as the remaining enemy wouldn't appear until after half a minute. The final boss fight bugged out. The health bar and sprite were not in the same place, making for some very confusing gameplay, as she was actually not where she appeared to be. In docked mode, the loading screens are around 20 seconds, but playing in handheld they can be twice as long. The game looks gorgeous and has a pretty good combat system. Unfortunately, the many explosives are being covered up and some technical issues can let your playthrough down a bit. There is no online, and the skipping of a couple levels when playing in co-op is an odd decision. Even though the campaign is short, there's enough content elsewhere to keep you going. Being so inspired by other series, it doesn't appear to stand out much, yet the different gameplay is what makes it a good choice for beat 'em up fans. I give The Takeover a 7 out of 10. Be sure to check out ladiesgamers.com for handheld news, reviews and guides. Bye!